Yo, I was supposed to do this video yesterday, but something came up. But then here we go again with this attention-seeking narcissist. Let's get into it.
Get busy in here, get busy in here. Yeah, my squad run deep. Yeah, we really in here. I swear whatever you want, you can get it in here. Comedy or the drama, it's a mixture in here. But you love it in here. Yeah, you love it in here. Got reviews up in here. We got stories in here. Hit the like, hit the sub, hit the bell. Oh yeah, 3 clicks like the shoes on Dorothy in here.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy BusyBlu, and I am back with another BusyBlu. I don't even know. I don't know what we're just calling this, except for Girl Stop. Girl Stop. Y'all, I've had this feeling since last night. And luckily for me, let me say what's up to the people. What's up, Jamie B? I miss you. What's up, Miss Hillary? What's up, Herbert and Co? Y'all, last night, the information came out, right? What's up, Mo? Last night, we're going to talk about a couple of things in here, right? Okay. Last night, we got a little bit of information, right? I saw Mim's video. Shout out to Make It Make Sense. He did a video, right? And the video was about, Monique and Chris separate. First of all, let's start it off right here. Raise your hand if you also have been terrorized by Regina George, because who in the world just sitting down, sitting around? Who is thinking about Monique Samuels right now? Like without any of this news, y'all was at home. Anybody was at home, and it was like, I wonder what's going on with Monique and Chris. If they're hiking, I wonder if they're still married. I wonder what's going on with the children. What's going on with Melania? Who? No person. Nobody. You down there to the OWN network where they're breaking up seasons like it's the Braxton Family Values. This is what I see. So we get news of separation of some sort, y'all, from People Magazine. People Magazine. This was not no random blog. See, the problem is she's going to meet her match. She's going to meet her maker, okay? Because she effing with the wrong ones, girl. It was cute when you was just doing cussing out straight from the A and uncensoredblog.com, whatever. It was cute then, okay? Now you working with the white peoples. Okay, girl, and they do their due diligence. They do their due diligence. We hear news of divorce coming out, separation, something happening with Monique, right? After we see that, now everybody talk about it, right? Everybody talking about it, okay? And this is during BravoCon. Catch. Everybody talking about it. Did she come up looking, hey, just came back from Shenandoah. I'm so beautiful, so amazing. It was so gorgeous. A beautiful run, because her and Chris was running. Okay. Her and Chris was out there hiking. Okay. So beautiful, so gorgeous. Oh my God. It was just so gorgeous. And she, like, the lady really be acting like she is that big celebrity. Okay. You would think she Beyonce. Hey guys, just came from Shenandoah. And I come home. I just got back home, and it's hard for me to stay out the news and out the public. What do you have to say? I done messed up my camera trying to be her and her shenanigans. Hold on, y'all. That's what I get, trying to be her and her stupid shenanigans. Oh, no, I didn't. That was my fault. Trying to be her and her shenanigans. Chris, what do you have to say about this? He said something about shop somebody. I ain't never heard of the place. Okay, at least we knew about the Essential Oil Company and who, whatever. Now we got shop something else. What happened to Not for Lazy Moms? What happened to Not for Lazy Moms? Who is Shop Ely or whatever? Who is that, bruh? Dude, is that where y'all sell essential oils now? What's going on? Anything you got to say, Chris? Oh, Shop Bailey Eve. Who is that? Who is that? You let her use your money up again like she did that last time and that empty live podcast she had, Chris? Who is Bailey Eve? Y'all, let me tell you something. And as soon as the news came out and then she did that video, I said immediately, this lady did it herself because she is a narcissist. She is a psycho narcissist. And I'm sorry, I truly believe in my soul that this lady attention seeks. And she will warp and contort a story to fit a narrative, to fit whatever she's trying to make you feel like you're supposed to be thinking and saying. And it's actually getting very scary. This lady is raising children, acting like this. She's addicted to it's, and it's getting scary. It's getting scary. And I think the same thing, Monique. Stop. I truly do in my soul or soul feel like who else is people citing sources and you don't think that People magazine did their due diligence? This ain't the Shade Room. This ain't Hollywood Unlocked talking about the Queen. You don't think that people, lady, you're not at BravoCon. No one's thinking about you or what's going down to the Oprah Winfrey Network. The person who's on the show, her name is Winter, and she's the star of that show you're on. And here you are, acting like you could. And do y'all remember she acted like, oh, just came from a hike. Girl, when that news came out, it was like in the mid-afternoon, this and that. It was so bright outside, girl. When did you record this video? And I live in the same area that you do, and it's gotten darker later and later here. When did you record that video? And y'all remember when people were saying on Potomac that the person who leaks the stuff y'all see how we never got any information about what's going on in the series and what's happening on the show. Now that Monique is gone. Okay, we got a flip-flop out the building. Yeah, and still here she is now making controversy and all of this stuff. For what reason? I think it's because BravoCon is going on and she wants to switch the narrative and everything to her. And she's strategic about what she does and how she does it. Yeah, I remember she had that friend, God rest his soul, who used to be a person who writes blogs and feeds stuff to the blog. She knows what she's doing, and I gotta get a lady that. Now she I don't know if she can sell an outfit and lazy mom t-shirt, and if anybody's listening to that damn podcast, but she knows how to stay in the media. She knows how to stay in the media. And what's really frustrating me is that it's really at the cost of you and your husband and your marriage. This last season, people were looking at you and saying, girl, this is not the move if you want to stay married. And now everything that has to come out, even the fight you had with your friend on the TV show, was about whether or not you are doing something, not doing something, you or your husband are going something, whose baby is the baby with your marriage. Something gotta give, sis. Because you're using your marriage, the sanctity of marriage and your union, and it's really getting old and it's getting disturbing to watch. And your husband don't look happy doing it. And if y'all doing this for fame, y'all need to find another way. Where is that pastor who said he was getting you on the right path? Remember you was crying, said she didn't deserve that. When you was talking about Candace, where is that man? Somebody get him on the phone. Why are you doing this with your marriage and you play with your marriage every year? There is power in the tongue and there's the power in the word. And every year you're going to keep using your marriage as a point of contingency, whether it be in the media, not in the media, who said it, not said it. Girl, it's getting old, it's getting late, it's getting tired, and we're tired of it. And we know that you're the one who did it and you're not. The thing is, because now we don't have your Street Fighter fans, the girls who love to see the people fight. Okay, the ones who like to see Monique Rocky Samuels get out here and bust people over the table head with wine and saying that, you know, I just saw red and black. I blacked out. You the blackout supporters, because your blackout supporters aren't here anymore. We're not clouded by your judgment. We don't need you now to say, I had my hand here, my husband there, and somebody said, y'all, can y'all, I'm about to play this video. Y'all look at this bullshit. Look at this bullshit. Look at this. Just look at it. Because the thing is, she got dummy fans, the stunts and schemes, the stunts, the schemes, the show, the gymnastics. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? My bad. Shout out to Shay. Thank you so much for the super chat. Put your B's in the comments for Shay. I'm sorry. This is about to be a rant. The mental gymnastics. Monique is not going to set them. I mean, People Magazine is not going to set themselves up to get sued. And they have not retracted the story or issue an apology because they have the sources were correct. And I believe Monique's Street Fighter Rocky knock him down Samuels was on the phone call with them. That's what I believe. It's what I believe. It's what I believe. Sorry. It's what I believe. Now, I don't know whether or not the lady's getting a divorce, not getting a divorce, what's happening with her. I do in my soul feel like there is somewhat of orchestration here in some way, shape, or form. And I feel like she has a hand in some way, shape, or form of where this orchestration is happening. I really do feel this way. I really do. And it's getting weird. It's getting awkward. It's getting sad to watch. And I'm wanting people to see who the real you is because this is not good. Look at your husband. He used to be such a jovial man when we first started this show. Look at him now. Just depressed, sad. Because he got to sit here and deal with you in this bullshit. And you're trying to act like you're more of a celebrity than you really are. I did hear that they just started filming the second season of that show that Winter runs because she's the queen over there. Let's go. Shout out to Winter. The one who's not even married. Okay. The one who has no love or marriage in NDC and is still running the show. Tens across the board. Okay. I hear that y'all just started filming that show. And do you want to start the season off with, oh my God, here we go. The media is good. Nobody is worried about you or what you had going on in Shenandoah. Go hike and come back home. And then try to sell those t-shirts, their podcasts, and those raggedy ass oils. Don't try to make it seem like you got much more going on than you do. And that people care much more than they do. You lucky I'm giving you the time of day right now. Y'all, a shout out to Pam for the Cashapp. Thank you so much, Pam. I wanted to make sure I put that. Put your B's in the comments for Pam. Y'all, let's listen to this by way of Twitter. Put thumbs up if y'all can hear it.
Right? Are Chris and I getting a divorce? No, we're not getting a divorce. Are Chris and I going our separate ways, as People Magazine love to state? Monique Samuels and Chris Samuels are going their...
As People Magazine love to state. And y'all, and I want y'all to understand because I have a lot of Monique stans who used to come over here and be like, oh my God, no, you don't understand this and that. When I tell you this lady does mental gymnastics, she is going to find a way to get you to understand what she's trying to say. And it don't even have to make sense. I saw my own eyes her in that damn blackout. And my hand was here, and this line, and then somebody pushed me in the face, and then a ghost came and attacked me and turned me around. And that's when I hit Candace and I had her head like this, and then I let her go. And then I said I didn't want to fight anymore, which is then why I ran to go beat her up around the bar. But that was because I was done. I still couldn't remember anything. That's why I was able to recount everything in the car. But my mind is still blank. I'm still piecing together through what actually happened. What is going on with you, sis? And look at her husband. Because the hiking Chris. The Shenandoah hiking Chris.
They're separate ways. Absolutely not. Nobody ever said that. Okay. Have we filed a legal separation? No. Have we filed for divorce? No. Is there any document that proves of any divorce filings? No. Have we separated to the extent of breaking up? No.
All I can hear in her mind, but what we're gonna say is separate. Oh, wait, never mind. Never mind. Look at because God delivers. God delivers. God delivers. I was just about to say to y'all, right? And because of the way she just did all of that, looking down at the piece of paper, whoever wrote that bullshit for her, have we separated it and fixed it? I don't know what torts she's reading and why she's sitting here looking at legal documents. And have we ever, girl, your truth is your truth. Come on the internet and tell us, but you don't know how to do that. And that's why you're reading from a script. Okay. I don't know. What I was just about to say to y'all was, you see how she's going through these mental gymnastics and wordplay, or this separation, no, the separation, is the paper filing, because she wants to start to create this narrative and scheme and wordplay around what does separation mean. So they were trying to make it seem like we're separating, but who says what separate? Did somebody say da? And I was just about to say to y'all, why don't you try to make sense out of what this separation means, because this is who she is. And then I thought to myself,
people were still asking about Ashley. So no, Ashley didn't tell any lie. Like, she just wants you to know, I never said anything about your marriage. She was like, I was at BravoCon at a panel. She explained it to me. And she said, so you know what, Ashley, don't even worry about it. I said, just whatever. I'm not even tripping. So when she went on Watch What Happens Live, I'm going off of what I was told. She went to Watch What Happens Live, and apparently Andy asked her about separation. Andy asked her about it, and then she said something to the extent of separation or whatever, which is fine, because people have different definitions of what separating is. Most people, when you hear separating, that sounds like we're on our way to get divorced. Separating for some people means we're seeing other people. We're done. We're just waiting to sign paperwork. And that's not where Chris and I are. We're just, people were.
This lady. And as soon as I heard the last part, are we separating? I'm thinking, oh, she's trying to create a narrative and create this, formulate this speculation around then what separating is. And then here she go in the next video. Well, separation could mean this and this, and where me and Chris are. Are y'all together or y'all not? Y'all married? Y'all not? Y'all staying together? Y'all not? You need all this fanfare for a false story? You need a whole video with a scrolling thing at the bottom that talks about where they can find your raggedy ass products 15% off for a blog that wasn't right. It don't make no sense. And my foot wouldn't be on Monique's neck like this if I didn't see her doing this on Potomac and watched her manipulate and then have the fans do. The lady puts out false stories. She leaks stuff to the blogs, and then everything comes out. And I don't know how the girls are not checking for People Magazine. The girls are not checking for Monique Street Fighter, Knock 'em Out Samuels like that. You or your husband, and what y'all doing in Shenandoah. There, no one was worried about you like that. And now you come over here, and now you on the internet giving us these stories about what Ashley said or that she didn't say, and what separation means, and you're reading off a fucking script about did you and your husband, girl, this is stupid to me. This is stupid to me. And somebody give me white makeup and red lipstick, because I'm at this point, we all clowns if we believe in her. We all clowns if we really give me a red motherfucking nose. If anybody believes the bullshit that's coming out of her mouth, and it's getting old to watch. This is getting old to watch. Look how depressed your husband looks. Look at this man. I want to pray for him, right? Oh, Chris, if you are at the sound of my voice right now, we want God to come down and clear any negativity and what's going on with you, your wife, and what's happening with her and her mental instability and how she's been able to go and be a terrorist, okay? Fighting people on the television show, not caring about your career, anybody else's career, and consistently using your marriage as a point of contingency for clout and fame on the television show when you have done nothing but give her a nice, happy house at home and let her ruin your money on those projects that nobody is even buying into, Lord. The podcast that nobody's watching or listening to, the essential oils that no one is interested in, and now this new venture that she got going on. God, if you can hear me right now, make sure that Chris is covered by the cloth and covered by the Lord, and that he moves away from this relationship, my God, into a happier, healthier space, my God. In Potomac or not in Potomac, my God. Make sure that he is covered and moved into by the cloth. Because this is ridiculous. Look at his face. Oh, Shana na ya. This is crazy. Look at him. Look at him. Look at his face. Y'all know y'all want to pray for him right now, too. Y'all know y'all want to pray for him. Y'all know y'all do. And I just had to lean on the Lord for this one because now this is getting out of hand. And every second, every month, when nothing's going on and nothing's happening, her marriage and whatever you're not that big of a celebrity, girl. You're just not. And we're not that interested and we don't care. I believe that you sold this stuff to the public. And now you're trying to backtrack it so it could seem like people are talking about you in some way, shape, or form, and nobody believes that. Nobody believes that. If you're not getting married, say we're still together, that little stupid ass ring video that y'all did was enough, and then go to bed. Figure out what essential oils your daughter needs in her hair, and then take your ass to sleep. Why are you on the internet still trying to talk about a video or a message or an article that wasn't right? It wasn't true. You said y'all not getting a divorce. Case closed. It sounds like case closed to me, but you don't know how to do that. Because you just off of the fact that people are talking about you. And it's really getting disturbing to watch. And your husband looks unhappy. And he has to sit there looking like BJ from Barney while you get on the internet and terrorize us about news that you gave to the people and then taking it back from the people. And then you're trying to explain to us who is or who isn't, what's going on with. And it's unfair. And your husband sitting there by your side looking like an episode of Dragon Tales. And you want to convince us about what we need or not to do. And then have this free shipping now, $50 a night. It's too much. Whatever you're selling, I'm not buying. And it looks like by the discount that you're giving at the bottom of the screen, the people aren't buying either. I'm just annoyed. I'm really annoyed. And y'all know I don't like to come on the internet and talk to y'all like this. And I apologize. But I'm just annoyed. Like I'm getting, give us genuine news, genuine stuff that's happening in life. And every time there's some news that comes out about her, even that fight that she had with Candace was about whether or not somebody was spreading a rumor about her marriage. Why is everything at the point of contingency with you and your marriage? And why do you think that that's safe? I just don't understand why you think that's safe. And I also don't understand how any person in their right and sound mind cannot see through you and your BS. Your husband looks dead inside. And it's sad and scary. And at the end of the day, you sitting here scrolling $50 free shipping, 15% off, while people are sitting here discrediting your marriage. You got a lot of learning to do, sis. And you may have more money and a better platform than me, but girl, it don't seem like you're living better. It's starting to seem like you're not. Okay, girl, I've been to Shenandoah several times, loved it, had a lot of fun. Okay, and never come back to this bullshit. And people, the public scrutiny is not even that heavy on you because you're not on any shows that anybody's watching anymore. You're not on any shows that people are watching anymore. And you couldn't let the girls get their shine at BravoCon. So you put out that story about you and your husband and what's going on. And now you're sitting here retracting. And I think, and the same person that was used to write that character statement against Candace because she came at her with a knife and she wanted to make sure you used her again. I don't know what videotape y'all have of Michael and what he was doing in that basement, but I tell you one thing, Gra, you using it to your advantage, and you've been using it for a very long time because the same person who oh my God, I had to call her, you're using her again. And Ashley, you a damn fool. You need to divorce that man and then make sure that Monique cannot use whatever video she got of Michael Darby grabbing whoever's booty hole he was grabbing and fingering it. You need to make sure that he can't use that. They can't use that no more because it seems like every time something go on, she going to Ashley. Ashley, what is that video that happened in that basement? Now I didn't tell anyone, and I should have. Do you got she got 3 wishes, Ashley? She got 3 wishes to promote the show that nobody gonna be watching, and that show just started filming, so that means that we're not gonna get it till next year. You doing all this? Let's listen to what she said about Ashley. What's going on with Ashley?
So people were still asking about Ashley. So no, Ashley didn't tell any lie. Like she said based off of what she believed, based off of what our conversation actually was. And let me also say this: people were trying to say that the
so Ashley went off of what she believed based off of what your conversation with her was. Okay. Ashley went off of what she believed based off of what the conversation was. Okay. And y'all, please make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends come over here, share the video. I know some of my friends are in here. Shout out to Andrew Gabor and Mims. I know I saw them. Shout out to my day ones who in here as well. Sorry, I'm trying to get it out because I'll forget it. Okay.
Some people were trying to say that the article that was written was because of Ashley Darby, based off of what she said at BravoCon. That's not true. I looked at the whole timeline, and Ashley was on stage, and she never once mentioned.
She looked at the whole timeline. Some people are trying to say that the comments that were based off of something is what she said on time. But I looked at the timeline. Girl, but were you there? Somebody said, do your Chris voice. Because he in the back looking, my wife never said she gonna get with me. We always gonna be together. Just we're and looking sad. Y'all see how pitiful that man look? This is not a conducive. This is not a happy and conducive relationship. This is not. My wife said she never gonna do anything like that to me. And we love each other. We all gonna be married. Are we getting divorced? No, God. Nobody believes it. And do y'all hear the gymnastics? You gotta write a math equation down when you're talking to Monique. Okay, now y'all see what Giselle was saying when she was like, I gotta take notes. Because who knows where this story is going to. If Johnny had 3 apples, but Johnny gave 4 to Rebecca, but Rebecca gave 1 back and said, Jim, this is yours, and nobody ever had an apple. How many pumpkins do? That's how Monique tell a story. And everybody has so much to say about what Giselle had going on and what Giselle did or didn't do. Girl, can you listen to what this lady is talking about on the internet? If I'm Giselle, I'll say, bitch, I gotta take notes too. I gotta write this down first. So you said what? You said you talked to Ashley and told her that you was getting just separated, but Ashley took that and said that you was, and now you're saying that that's what she believed, and that's not actually what's going on, even though that's what you said in the conversation. But then separation means separate things. So maybe you said you were separating from him, but that's not what you meant. And separating means different things. That Ashley said separation. What are you talking about? What are you saying to us? Yo, I'm telling y'all, you have to do the mental gymnastics. You got to do arithmetic. honors level geometry and calculus to understand what Monique is saying. Well, Ashley said something based on a conversation that I had with her, and she believed that to be truth. So and then I looked at the timeline, because that's how we know everything that was happening at BravoCon. I looked at the timeline and I didn't see Ashley saying anything to someone based on that. And I did say separation, but separation means something different. It could mean that I'm sleeping with other people, but that's not what me and Chris are doing. And Ashley falsely put Monique, can we go back to the beginning, please? So you said your name is what? It's too much. It's too much. It's too much. So y'all, before I start this video again, I'm gonna say one, like, comment, subscribe. Second, I'm gonna say what we've learned, what we've gathered so far is that she says that people think that Ashley brought this information to people, but not really. But it was what Ashley has said based on a conversation that her and Monique had, and that's what Ashley said. But at BravoCon, that wasn't what was said on the timeline, so that's not true. I just want to make sure everybody understands where we are using Monique's logic, okay?
Mentioned our marriage. She never once. She said, I met up with Monique for lunch, and she's going through her own life challenges, I believe, something like that, she said. Later on, when all of this stuff started happening, Ashley texted me and was like, I just want you to know, I never said anything about your marriage. She was like, I was at BravoCon at a panel. She explained it to me. And she said, so I don't know where all of this is coming from. I just want you to know that it wasn't me. And I believed her. And I said, you know what, Ashley, don't even worry about it. I said, you know, just whatever. I'm not even tripping.
You know what's crazy about this whole entire thing is that I don't know what blogs she's reading or what happened to her and what's going on. People wasn't putting the blame on Ashley. Now, was she one of the sources that may have been cited for some reason? Maybe. Why? Maybe. But nobody was walking around saying Ashley declares Chris and Monique divorce. Ashley says that Monique and Chris are separating. That's like that. That was not the title. The fuck we sitting here talking about is sitting here and say, well, Ashley even said, and I talked to Ashley, I had a conversation with her, and I was like, oh, and she called me, and then she said, oh my God, I can't believe it. I was like, girl, I don't even think that nobody thought it was her. Why are we even bringing up Ashley? Who said that to you? See? And people are saying, oh, yo, shout out to the new member. Put your B's in the comments for Herb and Nicole. But why are we even bringing her up? People were saying that Ashley said it, didn't they? And I talked to her, and she was like, I didn't even say that. And I was like, you don't even have to. Why? What are you talking? What are you saying? Nobody was going around. I can't. Somebody said justice for Charlotte. Y'all looking around. I don't know why our BBL's trending. Oh my God, I wish you watched the whole thing before making commentary so you can have a whole House of Princess. Let's discuss. Sis, are you saying that this video that Monique has shared on the internet has clarified for you what divorce means, what separation means, and how the story got out? Because if so, then let me know, and I'll play the whole video. But to me, watching the whole video, it was mental gymnastics. And I felt like it kept moving from one space to the next space, and it didn't make sense with what was said for the space before. Now, I'm using Twitter videos because this is not my content, it's Twitter's content. Okay, so I'm not gonna show her YouTube video. But you feel like oh, once I watched the whole video, I realized how the world got news or wind of her divorcing, not divorcing. This is what divorce looks like. She said, oh, there are small pieces that explain the jump. She looked like a jump. She looked like a jump from the next piece to the next piece. And every time I watched any part of the video, I was like, but did she just said in the first, why are we now we're understanding, now we're doing something. I watched the video, my partner sent it to me when I was doing my last video. That's why I had to watch it. That's the only reason why I came on. I said, not she playing in y'all faces. She playing in y'all faces. And it's getting to the point where this lady can see here and say a ghost overtook her body and everybody. And here comes Princess coming in and say, well, y'all, if you would have watched the video, she said something about a ghost. And I knew people who had the Holy Ghost before. She's an attention seeker. She's doing this for clout. She's doing this for fame. And she's doing this at the extent and cost of her husband and her marriage. And that's how I feel. That's how I feel. And I've watched her on other shows and segments do this same, have this same type of behavior. There is a pattern of behavior that I've already recognized from her. And when things go awry, how to get out in the news, she's acting like, oh, I'm not sure who said what. I don't know. I never who said it. And this, she has a million excuses for everything that comes out. And if she uses these buzzwords and mental gymnastics in order to try to convince the public that she is on the right side of justice, ain't nobody going outside talk about what the fuck is going on with Monique Damn Samuels and her husband. And if they are or aren't together, nobody is doing that. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't believe it. And I think that anybody who is believing her wholeheartedly has a couple of screws loose. I'm not talking about you specifically, House of Princess. That lady is manipulative, and you cannot believe what she says. This is not the only platform. Sorry, this is not the first time she's done it. And she's opened up her life to us on television, and we've seen her operate the same exact way. And now she's sitting there with her husband, who's lost, confused, and sad, looking like an episode of Dragon Tales, while his wife is talking about what is or isn't happening on the blogs and who is or isn't divorced. And she's trying to sit here and tell and explain to us what does separation mean and what. Girl, if y'all together, and then shut up from there. She don't know how to do that because she's an attention-seeking narcissist. She's a clout-chasing fame whore. She is. And it was cute when she was more relatable. I think she tries to act like she's relatable with this blog stuff. Oh my God, I can't even take a hike. Yeah. Bye, Maylee Eve. You like the products, House of Princess? What's your favorite essential oil? What was your favorite episode of Not the Laziest Moms in the World? What's your favorite episode of that? What was your favorite episode of Not the Laziest Mom? What's your favorite fragrance from Maylee Eve? You got your stuff 50% off and free shipping. Whether I like Monique or not like Monique, the lady is not, nobody is worried about what is going on with her. She sold this stuff and she sold this information, and now she's backtracking, and it went to People Magazine. And she's trying to treat People Magazine like it's the shade room. Girl, you got the wrong and right ones. And somebody wrote in the comments, you may see them retract or say nothing different, girl. They so wrong. They got their sources right. And you're trying to get ahead of the story that you put out. Now, do I think that she's getting a divorce or something's happening in their marriage? Probably not. Probably not. If I'm going to be 100% honest, probably not. I'm sure they're probably still together, and she's terrorizing him and everybody up in their house. So are they leaving each other? No, don't think so. Think they'll be together. But I feel like she is using her marriage and the media as a vessel to keep her relevant, and especially during a time frame where a television network that she used to be on was getting a lot of clout and shine. This is what I feel. It's what I think. And the only thing I'm asking her to do is stop. And you know I love you, princess. So this none of this is shade, y'all. Me and House of Princess, we cool. I love her. Um, but I feel like she's clout chasing and she's using her marriage for that. Okay. Monique, this is for you. I need you to stop, sis. Get a psychiatrist, go to another therapist, and go to a better church. Go to a better church, get another therapist, do another hike. Shannon, show us the hike next time. Show us the hike. Okay. I'm gonna end it here. Okay. In the words of Chris Samuel's mother, didn't I get that heifer together? Didn't I get that heifer together? She has some deep rooted issues, and a lot of it has to deal with her and what's going on in her life and how much she needs to be seen. And mama, you gotta let that go. You gotta let that go, mama. Because it's getting sad to watch. And I'm more frustrated about you being in the media than I'm not. This is how unlikable you're becoming. This is how much of an issue you have started to raise eyebrows amongst your own fans. I got people in here who adamantly was like, I'm a Monique stan, being like, yeah, this is a little, seem a little, this seems a little weird. You ain't playing the same game anymore, or at least not with the same people. Girl, I don't know what they do over there on OWN, but now the people looking at you like this. And I don't think that those tactics gonna work no more. Especially if it's we're together, and then that's it. Now y'all sitting here doing round table discussions. Mama, you gotta let it go. I had PTSD before I got on the show. Before I was doing that, I told Carlos I don't want to do it again. I'm gonna have PTSD. And here you are doing YouTube videos with a scrolling thing at the bottom, trying to do 50% off of free shipping. Girl, child, I can't. But the thing is, I want to be able to, because I do love and marriage DC. I really seriously do. So I want to be able to. Okay, when my mother talks to me like this is because she loves me. Learn something from this, Monique. Learn something from this. This is not a criticism of your life choices. This is me looking at what you have given to the public to consume. And now that it's here for public consumption, I'm just responding to what I'm seeing from you. And sister, I'm not liking it. For somebody who's not for lazy moms, you sure got a lot going on. Or sorry, or a little. Okay. Wait, what even happened to that pocket? Do they even still do the not for lazy mom pack? That was a stupid ass name from the jump. Anyway, how dare you live in a mansion talk about who's not for lazy? Girl, I saw my mom raise 4 kids in an apartment. Single mother. I could show you a not for lazy mom. I'm here to uplift you. Okay? And celebrate you when you get to new feats. At this point right now, it's looking like the same magic show. And unfortunately, the smoke and mirror is not working on me. And I'm so over it that I have to share with the people. Y'all not seeing this bullshit? Y'all not seeing this bullshit? I'm sorry. I got to give the plot at the end of the Wizard of Oz. We go behind there. It's just a man. Just a little old me. Tired, raggedy. Okay. And can't get us a damn place. Okay. Tired and raggedy can't get us a damn place. And I feel like that's what we have to do with you, because these tricks are getting this long video great, and you're not even that big of a celebrity D-list at best right now on the OWN network. I think even Martell has more clout than you now. Like, it just, sis, you have to get this under control. And Chris, you need to open up your eyes. Okay, let Barney and friends go do what they're gonna do. BJ, you need to say something about it. Get Baby Bop. And both of y'all can put something together, and y'all need to say something. Oh, go down to Dragon Tales, because you look like Ord. I don't know if you ever watched Dragon Tales, but he looked like Ord. He was the biggest, not the bravest part. Okay, but y'all you need to do something, because this is getting something. And I don't like seeing you like this. That's all I had to say. In conclusion, y'all, I don't believe Monique Street Fighter knock him down Samuels. I don't believe Monique black out. I blacked out. She didn't deserve that, but I won't apologize. I'm still trying to get my bearings. I'm not sure what's going on. Samuels. I don't believe Monique. I had reality show PTSD, which is why I went into a whole nother network and I'm still trashing my marriage. Samuels. And I feel like this is another way to stay in the media. And it's sad that it's at the cost of your husband. I hope he buys his mother a house or do something. Y'all need to do with a TV renovation show or something. But I can't watch y'all do this no more. Y'all essential oils are selling like the BusyBlu merchandise. Girl, once a month. Once a month. Yeah, I want to thank everybody for coming into this live. I'm sorry for anybody who was offended by what I had to say. And if you feel like no, Monique's really going through it, even though she's not getting a divorce, news just came out that wasn't true. So it's actually nothing's happening in her life, but we need to give grace and mercy and grief to her because news that wasn't true came out and she backtracked and was able to fact check. And then all of the news came out, and that's when she's been able to sit down and research and look through the timeline, and then she put together the timeline, and this is how the things got together, and now we can know how the information got out. Nothing wrong with her. Then if we doing all of this shit, nothing's wrong with her, and we need a whole video to explain that, and we got Monique defenders to do what? Nothing's going on with the lady. She said she was happy. She showed her ring after they left Shenandoah. Then she did a whole video, and I looked at this video, and I watched it, and I looked at the timeline. And, Ashley said this, and Candace said this, and this is what people were saying, and I had to do. In conclusion, what Monique said was that, well, we're still married, and nothing's happening. So then, what's the fanfare? And why are you still on our TV screens the next day? We wanted to come in and say that we saw this, and then Ashley said, and we talked to Ashley, and then I looked at the timeline, and then some of the people. In conclusion, y'all not getting a divorce. You said that yesterday. Am I wrong, or did she say this yesterday? What the fuck is this video about? Well, we just want to let you know that we were able to look over the evidence, and Exhibit A said it, and then we talked to Ashley, and then we wrote down, and then I looked at the time, and then Bravo Con and Bravo Con and Bravo Con and Ashley, and then I was able to see, and then people said, and separation and marriage and the sanctity of divorce. Girl, what the fuck is you talking about? Are y'all just staying together or not? No, y'all are. Okay, then the story was false. Go talk to people, tell them to take that story down. The fuck you over here on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and talking to us for? You that upset about the story being wrong, you need to go down to People Magazine and tell them they need to remove that story or retract what they said. You sitting here talking to us about what the fuck did or didn't happen and what you was able to fact check. You're not an attorney. You're talking to the wrong people, mama. You wearing those braids. Well, I just want to let you guys know that, and then we can, with all the money you claim to have, girl, and the Maylee Eve, y'all sitting here selling or whatever the fuck y'all got going on over there with those essential oils and wigs and whatever podcast. Why are you talking to us? Talk to the people who printed that story and tell them to take it down. Tell them to take it down because it's not true. But you can't do that, right? No, because we know how you operate. You go to the public. And then you convince the public that you're telling the truth. And then you use hocus pocus language that works on people who are small-minded to make them feel like, oh, I see what she's saying now. She said that the queen came back and wrote that article and then she died and then somebody else took it, but they found it in Michael Jackson's chest. It makes sense. Now you got to watch the whole video. You got to watch the whole video. Then you'll be able to know exactly what you talk about. Girl, I'm done. I'm done. Lady, go talk to the people who printed that article. And the biggest publication who printed that article was People Magazine, girl. Go talk to them and tell them to retract their statements. I want to see an article on People Magazine that says redacted, 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 or we were wrong. But you can't do that, mama. You have to go on YouTube and you have to go on Twitter and you have to say, well, we were able to. You have to do your own Harriet the fucking spy investigative discovery and then try to convince us that what was being said was not right and not sourced. And to be honest, you gonna have some dumb people who be like, oh, I see what she's saying now. No, it makes sense. T'Challa took something that I said and he repeated because he a parrot. And I said separation. Then he went over to Ashley's house and then Ashley said something because she heard it from T'Challa. I get it. And the people gonna take it and run with it. We done with this, sis. Not cool. All right, y'all. If y'all want to know more about me and everything that's happening, I'm just saying, don't be fooled. Be wary of who you follow, what they say, how they say it, patterns and behavior. That's all I'm saying. Now, I already know I haven't been the biggest Monique fan ever in the world. People know that. I actually started to like her during Love and Marriage DC. And people know that as well. I've talked about how much I started to like her and gain respect for her over there on Love and Marriage DC. I think that these little plays with the marriage and the news and the media is very similar to the things that happen on the show that I really do love and how she acts and how she operates. And I don't like this. One, I don't like her marriage constantly being used as a point of contingency or information. It really frustrates me. It really makes me upset. And then I don't like her seeming like, oh, I had no idea. I have no hand in. I don't know what's going on. Who said what about it? It's to me, it doesn't seem like the truth. Do I know if she's lying or not lying or whatever I don't know. I don't know the woman from a can of paint. I'm looking at what I'm getting, what public consumption I have, and what she gives out to the public. And I'm starting to see a pattern of behavior. And I'm starting to see how she has operated in the past and how it has continued here now. And it's getting very scary for me. I'm saying, y'all listen to what Sodeb and Princess with a Wig on has to say. Go watch the video. Y'all, and then come back to this video. Tell me what did she say about T'Challa? Did she say that somebody else told her somebody came from the dead and that's how the information got out? Tell me why every part of the video made sense to bring up separation, those of separation, who's getting separated and who defines separations differently. And tell me why you gotta do all of this if you just staying with your husband. And you got all the clout, but you can't just say People Magazine, this is a lie. I don't know who told you that. And I'm here to give a statement and then let that be it. You do, but you got to get on the internet and do YouTube videos with Barney and friends. If y'all want to know more about me and everything that's going on, you can find me on Instagram and on Twitter, BusyBlu, no space, no E. You can also find me on Twitch, BusyBlu, where this is definitely streaming right now. I want to thank everybody who came into this live. I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of hate because we have a lot of people out here who love Monique. They'll fight in the streets just like her. I'm about to go get busy and you all stay busy. Till next time.